Hello Lennies, welcome back to our channel where all things bunny are made possible. Now, based on the title of this video, you may be wondering, am I a bad rabbit owner? There's no way I could be harming my rabbit. Well, let's be honest, there's always room for improvement, right? Or maybe you know someone personally who you think is a bad rabbit owner and you've tried to educate them to no avail. Bunnies are delicate creatures that require a lot of work and understanding, and while some of these points may be obvious, others may not be so obvious. And we get it, mistakes happen. So don't be too harsh on yourself. But if you do find that you meet all of the criteria on this list, perhaps it is time to reevaluate your rabbit care. Before we get started, please like, comment, and subscribe for unlimited bunny content, and let's get to this. You use physical punishment. It is in a rabbit's nature to already be frightened and cautious because they are considered prey. When you hurt your rabbit physically, it is not only abusive and cruel, but you teach him or her to distrust humans and only enhance their fear of the world. You can use reward-based training to educate your rabbit, but never ever intentionally cause pain to your rabbit in order to discipline them. It will quite frankly not work. It will damage your entire relationship with them, inflict trauma, and ultimately shorten their lifespan. You do not provide your rabbit with proper medical care. One of the most common reasons rabbits may die unexpectedly is due to an owner foregoing medical care. Sometimes people think the rabbit will heal on their own, or because they are not displaying outward signs of pain, that they are completely healthy. The truth is that rabbits disguise their pain until the very end because, as prey animals, they cannot appear vulnerable to predators. It is your job as a rabbit owner to always check up on your rabbit and get them medical attention as soon as possible if they are sick or injured. Financial reasons may also get in the way of an owner not pursuing vet care, which is why you should always make sure you are financially ready to own a rabbit before obtaining one. Your rabbit's living conditions are not hygienic. Rabbits are very clean animals, but things can get out of hand if you as the owner do not upkeep their environment. Letting your rabbit's habitat become smelly, dirty, and unsanitary can result in many health issues in your rabbit, such as respiratory infections, urine scald, mites, sore hocks. A rabbit's litter box should be cleaned regularly along with any debris, feces, and dust that may accumulate in the habitat. You feed your rabbit an unhealthy diet. Rabbits have sensitive tummies that were designed for a majority fiber diet, typically consisting of about 80% hay. For adult rabbits, this would mean a grass hay. Junk food that is processed, high in sugar, starchy, or carb heavy can be very dangerous. In fact, too much junk can also lead to obesity. Please do not let your rabbit get to this point. You put your rabbit's life in danger. It's important to remember how fragile rabbits are, and subjecting them to risky or dangerous situations is flat out negligent. Outings should be supervised, and an adult must always be present. Dangerous places can consist of predator-ridden areas, busy roads, environments with poisonous plant life, or anywhere with harsh weather conditions, be it cold or hot, as it could result in your rabbit's death. Same goes for submerging your rabbit in water, holding or carrying them improperly, or allowing them to have access to household hazards. You have released your rabbit into the wild. This goes hand in hand with subjecting your rabbit to danger, but releasing your rabbit into the wild with the intention of setting them free or dumping them because you no longer want to be responsible over them is by far one of the most cruel things you could do. Rabbits are prey animals, and they won't last very long out in the wild. Furthermore, domestic rabbits and wild rabbits are not one and the same. Domestic rabbits just don't have the same survival skills. If you feel the need to rehome your rabbit, contact your local rabbit rescue or shelter for guidance. You segregate your rabbit. Domestic rabbits have evolved to depend on humans. They thrive and live the longest when they are indoors living with you. If your rabbit lives in isolation, for example, maybe they live in a hutch outside of your home away from you, that's essentially solitary confinement. Rabbits are social animals, and depriving them of your attention and interaction goes against their nature and can result in depression. It is important to stay connected with your rabbit, share a space with them, and not segregate them from your daily life. You use a collar on your rabbit. There is absolutely no reason to restrain your rabbit by their neck. Rabbits have very sensitive bone structure, so much so that even accidentally dropping your bunny could result in broken bones. Their neck is no different. If a rabbit jerks quickly or runs off unexpectedly, the collar could also choke them, or the pressure around their neck could scare them to the point of a heart attack. It is important to remember rabbits are not dogs and do not need to be walked. If your rabbit is comfortable wearing a harness under supervision, that may be a safer alternative. However, that also comes with its own risks. You ignore your rabbit. Rabbits need your attention on a daily basis. Completely ignoring their fundamental emotional needs will lead to a very sad life for them. They are loving animals that thrive off your affection. If your rabbit is seeking you out and you flat out ignore them, perhaps you should reconsider being their primary caregiver. If you work lots of long hours or are unavailable to them, you can opt to get them a partner to fulfill their social needs. You neglect their grooming needs. Rabbits have grooming needs too. Despite being able to keep themselves relatively clean, you'll need to constantly monitor the growth of their teeth and nails, which grow indefinitely. Bunnies whose teeth go neglected can suffer from malocclusion, a very painful condition that requires professional medical care, and also can result in your rabbit's death if left untreated. You should always make sure to brush your bunny regularly, especially during the molting season, as the over-ingestion of their fur can cause a blockage in their GI tract. You keep your rabbit in a cage. The rabbit cage is perhaps the worst stereotype of rabbit care. Rabbits need space to run, jump, and hop. Store-bought cages simply do not provide the adequate parameters needed for a rabbit to experience these natural behaviors. Rabbits can also gain weight and depression when trapped in a cage. Simply put, it feels like being in jail. If you see your rabbit rattling the cage bars, it is due to their desire to get out. There are plenty of housing alternatives, such as an exercise pen, baby gates, or free-ranging in a bunny-proofed space. And finally, you don't take the time to learn about rabbits. Rabbits are multidimensional creatures that require a deep level of understanding. It is important for rabbit owners to educate themselves on rabbit care, rabbit behavior, and rabbit language in order to be the best caregivers possible, but also so they can communicate with their rabbits. Acquiring a bunny blindly without actively trying to learn about care could have a fatal consequence and is not worth the risk of losing your rabbit's life. Even the brightest and most well-versed in rabbit care have to constantly update their knowledge as new discoveries are made every year. Well, Lennies, that's it for today's video. I'm pretty sure most of you do not fall into this category of being a bad owner because you watch Len and the Bunny. And like I said, we all make mistakes. The important thing here is to learn from those mistakes and not do them again. Let me know in the comments below if you personally know somebody who's a bad rabbit owner and you've tried to educate them, but they just don't listen to you. I think we've all met someone like that. All right, Lennies. See you soon.